Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. So in today's video we are going to be talking about the match between FC Barcelona and Benfica. So this is going to be a match where Barcelona is going to be playing away. This is considered as a very important match because Barcelona simply cannot lose this game. We cannot tie, we cannot lose 3 points because we have already lost against Bayern Munich at the Camp Nou and we still have to play against Bayern Munich at their home. And so every game does count moving forward. Barcelona has to win every game. If we lose or tie against Benfica, there is a chance that we may get knocked out within the group stages. I know that it is very early, but the fact that we have already experienced a loss and might potentially experience a tie or a loss against Benfica, it is going to get very difficult for FC Barcelona and the stakes are going to be very high. And right now there has been a lot of enthusiasm around Barcelona because we have won 3-0 against Levante with the youth players and also seen a goal from Ansu. So the momentum is very big within this club. But before we go into that topic, I do want to talk about the OneFootball app. The OneFootball app is considered as the best football app you could find within the App Store. If you want to look at the latest player stats, team stats, how your team is currently performing during the league or in the Champions League, all of that is going to be compact into one app. And the best thing from all of this is that if you are in the UK, the OneFootball app is going to officially start showing La Liga highlights. So if you do support Real Madrid, Atletico Madrid, FC Barcelona, the highlights is going to be there within the OneFootball app. The link is going to be in the description box down below. You would also be able to support this channel. But now let's get back into the video. But until today, a couple of hours ago, we have heard something coming from Ronald Koeman yet again that did not resonate well with many Barcelona fans. And I know you guys have seen the title before within this video. You guys know exactly where we are going within this video. So I do have to speak on it because, to be very honest, I actually thought for a second that Ronald Koeman was finally placing everything together to have this squad play as a unit. And I was going to be speaking on how Koeman might actually turn this season around because we have many players coming back. But again, Ronald Koeman continues to say the exact same thing over and over again, and now the feelings have completely changed. So what Koeman did say here was not within the press conference for the Champions League, it was actually him speaking to Movie Star. And so this is what he said, and I quote, "We have to be realistic. Today, with the changes we are making with the team, it is difficult to keep up with very big teams." Now let me read that again. We have to be realistic. Today, with the changes we are making with the team, it is difficult to keep up with the very big teams. Now, for those of you guys who have listened to me over the past 45 to 90 days, you guys know exactly what I am going to be saying about this because, again, this is not the first time Koeman has said this before a match. Because the fact that Koeman continues to say, this is not the Barcelona that was the Barcelona of 8 years ago. This is not the Barcelona that many do know. This squad is what it is. This squad is all we have. This squad cannot compete or is equipped to win titles like La Liga or the Champions League. The fact that Koeman is saying all of these things, all of these phrases, it's like, I don't get how this is going to be helping FC Barcelona, because the fact that you have Ansu out here saying that we're here to win the titles, we are here to win La Liga, the Champions League, and the fact that you have also Araujo who is saying we are here to win everything, we are FC Barcelona, to hear the players say that while at the same time hearing the coach saying that we're not here to win titles, this team is not ready to compete, that is a complete disgrace. How is the coach going to have a lower mentality compared to the players that are playing on the field, like Ansu Fati and Ronald Araujo? Like, you guys do see the massive difference between the coaches and the players, right? The players believe that they could win, but the coach does not believe that his own squad players can actually compete in top level football. And why is that the case? Why does Koeman have to put Barcelona in this position and make him think in this way? And you know what's so crazy about this whole thing? We haven't even begun talking about the worst thing from all of this, is that many of you guys may think that Koeman is trying to protect FC Barcelona, right? Again, this is not even the worst thing from this. Like, he is not trying to take away the pressure from these players. And many people might think that that is what Koeman is trying to do. What Koeman is actually trying to do here is that he doesn't want to protect himself, not Barcelona, not the bench. Because Koeman himself, he himself knows that he cannot get the best from these players. Because if they lose or tie tomorrow against Benfica, you know what Koeman is going to be saying, right? He's going to be saying, well, like I have said, we have to be realistic with the squad that we do have, because this squad is not ready to compete against the top level teams in Europe. We are not ready to win the Champions League or La Liga. That is what Koeman is going to be saying. That is why he is preparing before the game, before they actually pull off a result like that. And so this type of mentality that Koeman is bringing is just so unacceptable. Like, if any coach ever says this at Barcelona moving forward, they should be immediately sacked. And especially if you are under Joan Laporta. And this type of mentality from Koeman is bringing two things. It is to, again, protect himself, right? To protect Ronald Koeman, because he believes that he cannot do nothing wrong. And point number two, he is placing a humongous amount of disrespect towards these players, to believe and accepting defeat and bringing in excuses before the match, because he believes that this squad that he does have, like Ansu, Araujo, Nico, Gavi, Puig, Pedri, Dembele, he believes that these players are not good enough to bring a great result in the Champions League or in La Liga. This is the exact same coach that wanted Wijnaldum, and if we brought Wijnaldum, thank God for this financial struggle, because if we brought in Wijnaldum, we would have never seen Nico Gonzalez, Gavi, nor Ricky Puig. Who is Ricky Puig if Wijnaldum were to come to Barcelona? Just imagine, they would have not seen a single minute. If Gaia were to come to FC Barcelona, which was a player that Koeman has asked for, we would have never seen Alejandro Balde. If Griezmann were to have stayed at Barcelona, who Koeman wanted to keep at Barcelona, we would have never seen Ansu Fati. Because what, are you going to bench Messi or Memphis Depay, which Koeman does want so much, only to place Ansu Fati? You really think that Koeman was going to place Ansu Fati in that front three when he knew that he was going to have Memphis, Griezmann, and Messi, and Dembele? This is also the exact same coach where we brought in a striker where he believed that he needed a striker in the box, which was Sergio Aguero, and then we brought him his preferred striker, which was Luke de Jong. And at the same time, he also believes that Connor de la Fuente and Trincao are just not good enough to play at FC Barcelona when they are doing amazing at their clubs, while at the same time we're seeing Aguero, who is injured, and Luke de Jong, who is not giving the best maximum output at FC Barcelona. And that is it, right? Like, we have a coach where he believes that the only way he could win and could compete in top level football would be to have 9 world-class signings in this starting 11, to have Gaia, to have Mbappe and Messi and Neymar and Lewandowski and Cristiano Ronaldo in that front 5. That is the only way he believes that he could win, because right now he simply just does not believe in the players that he does have. And the players that we do have, they are quality. They are players that can be birthed and developed into world-class players. Koeman himself does not have that capability, and he continues to show that time and time again. As a matter of fact, like, we can even go back to 2017 where he did say the exact same thing when he did manage Everton, and he said that Mourinho told me that Everton spent 140 million euros for this squad, and that now Everton needs to go in top 4. And then Koeman responded by saying, sorry, but if there's anybody who sees that as realistic and possible for this Everton, please comment. Be realistic. Let's talk at the end of the season. I'm not happy with how we have started, but please be a bit realistic about Everton. Do you not see those similarities? Do you not see what Koeman is doing with FC Barcelona and what he has done to Everton? And just so you know, Koeman was sacked 1 month after he did say this at Everton, because Everton were simply just not good enough. Like, you finished 7th place in the 2016-2017 season in the Premier League with Everton, and the fact that Everton spent 140 million euros in the following summer to strengthen that squad, you had all the capabilities and all the opportunities in the world to bring Everton in a higher position from the 7th place. But no, you continue to say towards Everton that we need to be realistic about this club. And so that exact same mentality is being brought towards FC Barcelona. That is the reason why he brought ties against Granada and Cadiz, because he was saying these things before the game. And I just can't believe it, right? I just can't believe that Ansu Fati and Araujo are out here saying to the press that they are capable to win the titles, to win the Champions League, to win La Liga, that this is Barcelona, we should be winning everything. And Koeman is out here saying that we have to be realistic. Like, just imagine saying towards your kid, right? You give your kid, right, your son, who is 6-7 years old, you give him books, you give him pencils, color pencils, you hire a tutor in order for him to do very well on a test, right? He's going to school the next day. You bring him all of these things, all of these resources, and you maximally prepare this kid in order to take his test for tomorrow. And he's going to be aiming for an A, right? An A+ or a B-. That is the idea. He goes over to the school the next day, he takes the test, he comes back and tells you, I ended up getting a C+ or a C-. And just imagine you yourself, right? As the father, you tell your own kid and say, well, it is what it is. We don't have the capability to improve furthermore. It is what it is, and we can't do nothing more. This is just what we have at the moment, and that is it. Imagine saying that to your kid. Imagine saying that this this is all you have, it is what it is, and that you tell your kid that you cannot improve further, and you try to instill towards your kid that you cannot improve from a higher grade, which is a C- or C+ to an A+ or a A-. That is basically what Koeman has been doing to his players. So this week overall is going to be very vital. Like, Koeman is going to be going up against Benfica, Atletico Madrid, which will be on Wednesday and Saturday. Koeman will need to deliver this week because we cannot accept anything less, and I believe that Joan Laporta is also putting this mark for this week where Barcelona has to put out a world-class performance against Benfica and Atletico Madrid. Anything less than that may result into a sack for Ronald Koeman. And to be very honest, if there was a time to switch coaches within this season, it would be towards this international break that we are heading towards too. We are going to be having about 8 to 9 days without club football, and so if there was a time to switch coaches, it would be within this time frame. And let's just say we actually do get a new coach, whether it's Ten Hag or Guardiola or Xavi Hernandez or any other coach that many of you guys believe could come into Barcelona. Let's just say we have a brand new coach. His first game is going to be against Valencia, and then the following game is going to be against Dinamo Kiev, and then the following game after that is going to be against Real Madrid. So there are many tough games coming ahead, and if Joan Laporta wants to give whoever that coach may be the best case scenario and to have that coach maximally prepared for the next upcoming matches, you want to hire that coach immediately during the international break to have a lot of time understanding what he does have in his disposal, to understand what players work and what players don't. So as for this game tomorrow, Benfica is a very strong side. I understand that this league, the Portuguese league, is not the best league out there in Europe right now. No disrespect towards the Portuguese league, but yes, they're not the best, but Benfica is still a very strong team. They are a team that has created the most chances, and by a margin, compared to the other clubs in the Portuguese league. They have players like Darwin Núñez, who is a world-class striker. They have a player like Grimaldo, who has previously played for Barcelona B. They have Rafa Silva, who is a great Portuguese player. Benfica can cause a lot of harm towards Barcelona if Barcelona are not 100%. But we're going to have to wait and see. If Mr. It Is What It Is or Mr. Realistic can instill maximum confidence towards his players tomorrow night, then we may actually win. But if not, then we may have to struggle. And that is going to be a huge concern going forward within the group stages of the Champions League. But that is going to be wrapping up today's Barcelona Daily News. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.